One, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Yes, and that's very apparent, Peter. Competition football is a different beast entirely, and you have to be prepared to dig deep to prevent everything going south very quickly. So this could be a tentative standoff in weighing each other up. I hope we'll see more probing than possession.
There's the whistle. Darwin. Nunez! It's anyone's ball now. And that was very necessary. Araujo. Araujo, driven forward.
Nunez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Araujo cuts out the pass. Aim forwards. Pelistri. Pelistri! Chance for a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Araujo. Played towards the front line. Well time, excellent interception. Moved on forwards. Out to the right. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, good spread. Hit into them. Oh, smashing header! Into the pieces! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Nunez did well there. He was onto it in a trice.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Uruguay breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Valverde. And it's been played through. Gets good distance on it. Pelistri. Valverde. Over to the left. Gets it away. And that's been won straight back. And it's played forward. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Araujo. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Nunez. It's a loose ball. What a climb! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pelistri. Valverde. Back into the middle. And the shot! Really well taken goal. 2, and we've barely begun here. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Uruguay are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Abdulhamid forwards and with intent. Araujo aim forwards. Moved on forwards. That has been knocked clear. Well read, nice interception. And it's played forward. Well, nicely intercepted. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Darwin. Valverde does really well to win the ball there. Nunez chasing after it. Oh, that's clever. It's run loose here. Saudi Arabia are already 2 behind. Awful start. Muslera sends that a long way. Nice looking ball. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Saudi Arabia find themselves behind already in the very early stages. Aim forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Surely! Oh, split-second reaction.
Saleh Javier is offering a right smile there.
And that has been cleared. Cleared without complication. Abdulhamid. Good take, and is having a shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Valverde. That's a clever-looking ball. Moved on forwards. And it's Abdul Hamid. Wins the duel this time. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
It'll be a corner. A header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Aim forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Quarter of an hour played. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Uruguay opting for a change of tack here, I think, Jim.
Yeah, but it's an approach that can work very well if you've got the players who have the right movement in the box. You know, when they're coming in from wide positions, you just want that instinct to take over.
And it's Abdul Hamid. Delivered across.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Abdul Hamid clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Defending of the desperate variety. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And it's Abdul Hamid. That'll be a throw. Valverde. And it's Abdul Hamid. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that was very necessary. Clearly not happy with that. Played back in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Valverde. That's a cute ball. And the shots, and the shots! Abdul Hamid. Now then, the ball's come loose. So, what can they make of this? Abdul Hamid.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Bit too much weight on the pass. Valverde. it's played forward, calmly anticipates. Clipped into space. Pelistri. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Goes for a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
The most accurate pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Played out to the right. Danger averted for now. Nice control. Pelistri. That's really well manoeuvred. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pelistri. Moved on forwards. And they've got rid. Aim forwards. Pelistri. Shapes to shoot! Up he goes! And he's there to get it away. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Clears it away. Decent chance! decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Valverde, nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
And it's played forward. Approaching the half-hour mark.
Javier really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Araujo up towards the front line. Now that's well seen too. Abdul Hamid forwards and with intent. And he's there to clear it. He's found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Oh, sweet feet. Can he deliver? And it's Abdul Hamid. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Abdul Hamid. Valverde. Proves too strong. Great work on the overlap. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Abdul Hamid. Played into space out wide. Referee's given a throw. Tries to cross. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Moved on forwards. Nunez. Now he's off and running. Now it's Darwin. Nunez. Played out towards the right wing. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Abdul Hamid. Can he get onto this? Muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Darwin. Oh, played right into his path. Nunez! And he shoots! And another try! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Valverde crosses. Clears it away. Great defending, strong and determined. He is through here. Run this, he's through and the shots!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And he cuts out the supply. Saudi Arabia, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And here's Valverde. And he certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Defending of the desperate variety. Valverde, who's set up one goal so far. That is good strength. And here's Nunez. Nunez! Relentless! Just relentless!
Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Quality ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. There's the shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Gets a foot in here. Oh, that's a nice ball. And they can counter here. And here's Nunez. Showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Aim forwards. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Nunez. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that's neat. Climbs up big! Oh, it's come loose. And he should have made it fall. referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And it's played forward. That has found him in acres of space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Darwin. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he latch on to this? Darwin. He's in plenty of space here. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He whips it across. That's too far for anyone. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Pelistri. And it's Valverde. That's really well manoeuvred. Clears it away. That has been cut short. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's tidy. Now here's the delivery. Abdul Hamid gets it away. There will be a throw-in. Moved on forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Araujo aimed forwards. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's played forward. Pelistri. He played through for the wide man. Pelistri. Decent chance! Oh, he got himself into a great position. Abdul Hamid. And he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. Played into the box. It is a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. And we're underway again.
Saudi Arabia really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, such a clever touch. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Abdul Hamid. There's the header! No mistake! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So is this the start of a comeback? Araujo. That's a lovely, neat pass. caresses it through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And it's played forward. Kalistri. Oh, look at the space here. Looking for a decent ball in. Kalistri. Now that's a fine challenge. Aim forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. It's a throw-in. Oh, it's come loose. Succumbs to the pressure. Nunez was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Great defending, strong and determined. Darwin. Kalistri. Darwin. Kalistri. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now it's Darwin. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Time to deliver. Oh, it's played into the area. Real chance! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Cleared away. Chooses to go back. Kalistri. Clears it away. That's been drilled forward. Oh, this looks sharp. Nice physical challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And that's aimed into the middle. Can he finish? Out to the left it goes. Has a look and plays it forward. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Valverde. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's gone for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Spread out to the left. So who's he picking out? Big chance! Hits off target and by quite a way. Moved on forwards. Now it's Darwin. Played into the middle. Not one of his best.
Have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
And it's Abdul Hamid. That's good play. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
And it's played forward, cuts out the pass. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Does really well to win the ball there. Out to the left it goes. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Aim forwards, calmly anticipates. That's really well manoeuvred. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Uruguay are probably looking to run the clock down now. They clearly feel that the job is done.
Uruguay, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. Valverde. 60 minutes played. Valverde. Is there any support? He might not need it. forwards. Abdul Hamid. And it's played forward, steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Nunez. Well timed, excellent interception. Moved on forwards. Valverde, searching pass he's played there. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Nunez. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Abdul Hamid, forwards and with intent. And back to the goalkeeper. Araujo. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Moved on forwards. Over to the left. That has been knocked clear. And he thumps it clear. And it's played forward. Abdul Hamid. Quality ball. Nunez chasing after it. That's a throw. Cuts out the supply. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pelistri. Strong running down that left flank. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Abdul Hamid. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Abdul Hamid. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's really well manoeuvred, cuts out the pass. And it's Abdul Hamid. Abdul Hamid takes a shot! He's got it all! Just one in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And here's Nunez. And the finish! Chance again? No. And the keeper has it. And he shoots! Mighty close.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
And it's played forward. Oh, Red, nice interception. Aim forwards. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's there to clear it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Wins the duel this time.
Saudi Arabia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That has been cut short.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Abdul Hamid's cross.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nicely intercepted. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Saudi Arabia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's been played through. Oh, the whistle's gone, what's he given? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone for it! Has another go! Turns and goes back. And it's Abdul Hamid. And he's heaved it away. Abdul Hamid. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Araujo can get it clear. Defending of the desperate variety. Plays it through. Abdul Hamid picks it up now. Oh, what a climb! Should have equalised.
Saleh is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Calmly anticipates.
Uruguay clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Araujo. Moved on forwards.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Abdul Hamid. And it's lofted through here. And it's hoisted clear. Saudi Arabia have got it back and they'll have another go. Cleared away. That's very neat. Oh, good ball. He's had a shot. He can get that clear. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Here's Nunez! It's there! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. That's been drilled forward. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's really well cleared. Oh, some tackle that. Couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And it's been taken short. Lacking in accuracy.
Yeah, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
That's really well manoeuvred. Cuts out the pass. Abdul Hamid. Driven forward. That's going to go a long way. Can he get onto this? There are a few waiting for it. And that's a shot at goal! And yet another chance goes to waste. Up towards the front line. Torres. Valverde. Rodriguez. Oh, this is a great position. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And it's played forward. Abdul Hamid. Abdul Hamid goes forward. Clears it away. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Abdul Hamid could try cutting inside here. A chance to play it in. And it's Abdul Hamid. He decides to cross it. Very nicely done. Torres. He's going to be disappointed with that. Valverde. There's the header! Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That has been knocked clear. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Abdul Hamid. Abdul Hamid. And it's Abdul Hamid. Lovely feet. He's got options in the great chance! Deftly away. Darwin. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. He welcomes it in. Araujo. Aim forwards. Moved on forwards. And that's that. Suffer the indignity of defeat on day 1. Hope very much deflated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, we can't dress it up. It's not a nice way of opening the group. They're immediately under pressure to bounce back in the next one, but they can cling to a few positives from this and get right back into the mix, I think.